What is up, everybody? Welcome to the And by You. This is our newest digital extension of the And. And the reason I'm saying that is because the And extends way beyond the couples we bring into the studio, the couples we put online. As a matter of fact, there are people all around the world using the And card game to connect with each other, to become more vulnerable, and to explore their relationships. It's so cool. So what we did was create another platform for us to share even more conversations with you, which is the And by You. How it works is for those who have the card game, we schedule a session, they come online with their partner, and then they pull about 5 or 6 questions out of this deck and have a conversation. It's as easy as that. So if you have a card game and you're interested in participating, there's a link in the description of the application. And if you don't have a card game and you want to participate or just have more meaningful conversations, go to theskindeep.com/shop to check out all the relationship decks. You will not regret it. I promise. I pinky promise. Come find me. Shake my pinky. It's great. Thanks and enjoy.
Mikey!
What's up?
Okay, Mikey, are you ready?
Okay.
Wait, yes.
No!
Because you don't like doing these things. I always ask you to I always ask questions like these and you never want to answer.
Skip.
Now you have to answer. This is for the end. This is serious. Okay. When was the last time I pissed you off?
No!
And how,
Oh, I hate these questions.
and how do you feel about it?
I don't know.
And no, you need to think, because we have been friends for a lot of years. Almost 10 years.
Okay, I know something.
Oh.
Like, so you were here obviously like 2 weeks ago or something visiting me. Like I told you, I had wanted to come to you, mates, but I actually didn't because I had a few things to sort out on campus. Yeah, and I wanted to catch up and stuff. And then it's so stupid, mates. But when you got here, mates, I remember, I don't know, I remember just feeling like there was a point where like you spent, yes, this is gonna sound so needy.
It won't, mate.
But you were like lying on my bed and you'd spent a lot of time on your phone, like almost like over like 2 hours, and then on your phone for a while. And then I asked you like a few questions here and there, but you were just like really occupied by phone. And then a little while later, I was like, are you hungry? Like, what's happening? Should I make you some food? And then you were very like casually, nonchalantly like, yeah, as in like, yeah, I suppose. So even that, I got up and went to go make the food alone. So I remember just feeling a bit sad, like I actually had put stuff aside, super excited to like bond and connect with you. But it like for me, it seemed like definitely you just wanted a venue change and you'd gotten that, but you weren't like here to engage with me because you weren't like paying attention to me. So I was like, wasn't pissed off, I was just super sad and super needy.
Oh, mate. Really? Okay, I take that. I receive it very,
Am
mate.
I dark now?
Yeah.
The electricity just went off.
Oh no.
We have free lighting, so that lighting is much better. So let's go try that. And then is this better a bit?
Yes.
Much better, hey?
Is mine better because I also changed?
Yeah.
now-
Yeah, no, it's much better. Okay.
So, mate, firstly, okay, so I did pose a question to you saying, do you think you are more sensitized to that kind of behavior?
Yeah.
Because of obviously what you like, the fasting and everything.
Yeah.
But then again, actually, I feel like that's like such a lame excuse because that's how you felt at the time.
Yeah.
And I really didn't even think about it like that. Like, I didn't even think it was.
But mate, I think it's both ways. Definitely, I was probably hypersensitized because I had nothing else to do. So when you were on Instagram, I couldn't be on Instagram. And that's because of my fast. But I just think, and I can't blame you for this. You probably didn't notice that, but I'm also, I'm not the person to be like, hey, so I also didn't speak up. So it just became a situation, and I feel like from both sides, we could have addressed it better. I could have genuinely just been like, oh, mate, like, let's chat. But also from your side, you could have been like, okay, I'm here now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
mate, going forward, like I always say this to you because mate, I genuinely, if you had said that, like I would have 100% because I don't feel like it's hard to take yourself away from the situation
Yeah.
and objectively say, okay, in that situation,
Yeah.
that was whack of me to do that, you know? So
Yeah.
I feel like it's vital for the other person to like
Speak up.
communicate how they feel. So this is yours, right?
This is
Yours or mine?
wait, what?
Yeah. Yours.
Yeah, okay. What change in me could I make to improve my relationship with my family? Okay. 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 You okay? You okay? Why do I feel triggered by this? I
You feel triggered.
don't know. Yeah, a little.
Mm. I don't like, okay, even though your dad has passed on, I feel like to make a conscious effort to not be alienated from the family.
Okay.
So
Okay.
obviously now I'm not saying like be all up in their grill, but just to I don't know, touch base with people and how they are.
Okay.
Like there's something to be said for that side of the family. Even though dad isn't here anymore,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean now we just neglect that side. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, even that is such, I'm even gonna stop because wow, I can't say any further on that. But with mom's side, I feel like
Yeah.
actually, mate, I really feel like you guys are goals. Like I really, really do. I really do, mate. Sometimes, like I'll be in the room and then your mom will call, and I have this very unhealthy thing of comparing my relationship with my mom with other people and their moms, because I'm so bad at like communication via the phone, and I'm so bad. So when I hear you guys and like just chatting, I'm like, oh my gosh, actually, that's so nice. I wish. Oh, spicy. What do you wish had never been a part of our experience? I know the answer to this,
You
but
do?
you go.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so obvious.
And then, okay. Oh, what am I missing? What do I think wish had never been a part of our experience? I love all our experiences. No, mate. Nothing comes to mind. Genuinely.
Really. Can
Yeah.
I go? Mate, this is so
Wait.
obvious. I wish going to different universities that are so far from
Oh,
each other
that's true.
would
That's
not have been part of the experience.
true.
I feel like imagine
Imagine.
experiencing university together, going to parties together, going to lunch, brunch, living it up in Cape Town would be, or Stellenbosch would be so amazing.
We would have crushed it, hey. We would have crushed
Yo,
the game. They would never ready. They would never. Yo, man.
mate. I know, mate. It would be so. And we buy groceries together, split the
Yeah.
groceries,
We
and
would,
cook together. Yeah,
but
we wouldn't buy the same groceries. You like way different things than me.
I do. Every now and then I'm like, shake it up.
Mikey, that's it. Wait,
No, it could never
that's
be.
it. 5 questions each, and the game is done.
Oh, that was
I'm glad we didn't skip any questions, but we didn't have we didn't have hectic questions.
no. We had questions that we could answer.
But this was so nice. This was so therapeutic. Do you see why I bought this game?
I do. No value for money, but it's good.
And it's not a game. It's more than just a game.
No, it's not a game. It's very good, mate. It's very good. We have realized something important, which is that we need to work on our communication. And
Yeah. But so does everyone else, but definitely.
that's true. That's true. It's one of those things you can never be like, okay.
Yeah. I feel like we're an 8, but we're shooting for a 10.
We're shooting.
Communication wise.
Why are we still struggling? Like, definitely not. But
Yeah.
but mates, yeah. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you so much as well, my mate. I love you so much and I'm so grateful for you. And out of all the best friends I could have ever gotten, Jesus was like, this girl is gonna be yours. And that's so overwhelming. And that's so amazing.
I say this.
I don't deserve it.
Yeah.
I
No,
really don't.
you really do.
These are not just platitudes. That's literally objective truths, objective
No.
facts.
That's really too much. But like,
And it's the truth, mate. Yo, mate, okay, now you're breaking up. I love you too, my mate.
we were both blessed. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
Okay, Mikey, love you.
Okay, love you, mate.